Hey there, welcome back to Black Mountain Bags Embroidery Edition. Today we're going to talk about eyelets. So about 5-6 years ago, I bought my first set of eyelets. And this was the container of eyelets that I got. Loved them. Loved the size. They were 3/16. I happened to have a tool that my husband's grandmother had given me. It worked perfectly. Nice little old vintage tool. I didn't have a problem setting any of the eyelets, but I was running low, so I wanted some more. So I bought this set. And this set arrived, and it was huge. I could not use my husband's grandmother's tool. So I bought another tool. This thing. Hate it. Can't get it to work. It crushes my eyelets. I've tried all different kinds of settings. Can't get it to work. So if you have any tips for me, please let me know. So these basically sit unused, and I really needed some more, so I bought this set. But this time, as I was searching for the eyelets, I was looking for something that I knew was smaller than the second set that I had purchased. At the time, I was able to get the information about the second set. Currently, it's unavailable, so it is what it is. This set I really like. It's a pinch bigger than the original set that I had purchased. So let's take a look. These are the 3 sets of eyelets. This was the first set I had purchased. Loved them. Second set, you can see how much bigger that one is. They're still 3/16, but the makeup and the way it's formed on the outside is thicker. I don't even know how you describe it, but the top of it is so much thicker. And then this was the third set that I bought, the most recent set. And it's very similar to the first one. The only difference that I can see is the green one is just a pinch taller. But otherwise, whoops. Maybe it is just a pinch bigger up top too. But it works just about as nicely as the first set. So, yeah. So, comparably, I do like the new set. And that's fine. All right, so let's get this eyelet set into my eyelet keychain. The other day, you saw that I punched a hole with my leather punch. I used the largest setting on my leather punch. They typically come with this little tool. Helps you clean out all the little bits and bobbles that get stuck in there. Okay, so it's always a good idea to clean it out once in a while. So I'm going to take the pretty side of my eyelet and put it in the front of my eyelet keychain. And then make sure that the back of the eyelet comes all the way through and extends. You can feel it. Okay, don't leave any of the vinyl up over the side, up over the edge of the back of the eyelet. And you take your washer. I use the washers, I'm not sure if you can see that, but the washers have 2 sides. They have a side that is indented, and that's the side that I put face up on top of the back of the eyelet. I use my nails to push it down, again, making sure that the sides of the eyelet, you can feel it, okay? Then my kit came with the tools to use, so I can do this manually, or I can do it on some type of a press. So what we do is we take and we slide the eyelet and the washer over the post, hold it down carefully, and then this is the tool. This goes over the post of the setter. Make sure everything is still lined up properly, and I could hit this with a hammer. Couple of good whacks, or I can set it with my tool. I have an arbor press. This is my arbor press. So I'm going to take my tool and I put it on my arbor press. I still have my eyelet through my vinyl and my washer on, and again I just set it over top. Make sure that washer stays down. And then I still take the same tool, put it over the post, and then I lift up my arbor press arm, and then give it a little press, release, and that's it. That's all there is to setting the eyelet. That's what it'll look like on the back, and there's the front. Not hard to do. So now we need to put our split ring on there. And you've asked for some tips for getting your split ring on there. If you have some skinny straws, they would work. My straws, unfortunately, are too wide to go through my eyelet. But I'm still going to show you how to do it. Take a piece of straw, and see, I also have paper straws. I don't have the plastic kind. But next time you go out to a restaurant and you get a drink, take your plastic straw along. It would probably last a lot longer. So you put the straw on, and then you would slide this, and then you could slide it through, okay, especially if you have a smaller piece. And then you can open it up and slide it around. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do that, but I am going to show you using a little screwdriver to keep it open. You have to hold the interior of the screwdriver, or the screwdriver will keep popping out. I'm going to put it on, slide it on, and then I just slide them both at the same time. There you go. And it helps prevent you from scratching up the paint on the eyelet. I've seen people use staple removers, you know, the old-fashioned staple removers. I call them old-fashioned because I like the kind that just has a little blunt end. But yeah, so that works as well. So there you go. That's putting on your eyelet and attaching your split keyring. Remember, snap tab is next, and then we'll talk about those. Those are rivets and snaps. When I first saw these, I was so intimidated, but it's really easy. So until next time, happy stitching!